Hi, hello everyone. How are you today? It is Tuesday, July 11th, and I'm glad to be here. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and my name is Jen Collins. So, welcome you. I want to welcome you. Today, I'm going to be doing a simple layout. It's kind of a go-to design, but there's one little difference that makes it, I think, really, really neat. So, but before I get started, let me welcome those of you who subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your support. And I hope this channel gives you something, some inspiration of how you can use the Stampin' Up! Products. Um, if you are brand new to my channel, I'd appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment because that really helps too. It helps my channel get traction. So let me know where you're from, where you're watching from, and I've got my comments up where I should be able to see the comments. Okay, let me show you what we're doing. We're working with Inked Botanicals. So let me turn you down to my desk first of all. All right. So this card that we're going to make was actually made by Heather Guerrero. And like I said, it is a pretty simple layout, but it's got some extra stuff that makes it so fun, pretty. So that's what we're going to be working on. But if you haven't received this paper, it's a 6x6 paper pad, not pad, but bunch of paper. I think it's got 48 sheets. It's called Inked Botanicals, and the colors are just beautiful in it. Let me just kind of flip through it if I can. I really have enjoyed using this. It's upside down, but okay. I love like in this page, all the colors. Look at the first one, you know, the Petal Pink. It's got, let's see, Pool Party, Petal Pink, Lost Lagoon, Crushed Curry, and Calypso Coral is that beautiful. You can see this color here. So this one's going to be fun to work with. I'm going to continue working with these. I've been trying to use all my paper from this year that I purchased or that I got in a, what do you call it, paper share. So I'm trying to use my paper and make at least a couple cards each. So that's what we're doing today with it. Today is the first day of the botanicals. At the end of this video, let me put myself back up, hang on. At the end of this video, what I'll do is grab my cards that I've made so far, my special cards that I've made so far with all the papers that I've done. I think I'm missing 2 different ones that I haven't done yet from the suites. So I just started with the paper and then figured, well, I'll know if I want the stamp set or the dies, you know. So it's a good way to test it because sometimes it's like, oh, I get FOMO. I want it all. But once I played with the paper and then use some of my extra stuff that I have on my counter, and you know, I don't feel that urge to have to buy the whole suite. So I don't know. It works for me, but okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. I'm gonna put myself in the corner. Oops, there's nothing else in there. That's not me. Okay, let's see. Let me try this. There, my desk. And I know, let me do this first. There's always a little trick. Well, pooey. Oh, I'm up here. Okay, I'm up in the corner by the host code. I see myself now. So that's good. Okay, so you can see me. I'm waving at you. Let me show you what we're going to do. Like I said, we're making this beautiful card, and it's really pretty simple. We're going to start with Lost Lagoon A2 size cardstock. Okay, there. So we're going to do this one. We're going to do it in a landscape, so it opens like so. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to be cutting some paper because this design has the 3 strips of paper that we're going to put on a petal pink spot. So the paper we're using is this beautiful design of Calypso Coral, and I'm going to need to cut it at 1 1/4 by 4. And then it says, and 3/4 by 5 1/4. That is for the inside of my card. All right. This pattern is going to be really my main focal of the card. And it's good. I'm going to cut it at 2 inch by 4. And then this one, isn't that so pretty, that tone on tone? This is the, this color, Lost Lagoon. 1 1/4 by 4. So let me get my cutter and we can take care of that real quick. I'm glad I'm going to have to get my glasses on so I can see these tiny numbers. I lost my new ones, so I misplaced them. Let's put it that way. Okay, 1 1/4. You need to see that. 1 1/4 by 4 is the first one. 1 1/4 by 4. So I'm cutting it at 1 1/4. Here. That's this. And then I'm going to turn it and cut it at 4 inches. There. So this is scrap. Let me put it over here. Okay, so we have one of our pieces. 1. The next one is 2 by 4. That's easy. Okay, so put it at 2 inches. And this one, since the flowers are looking up to the sky, we want to put it this way because it is a directional page and we want it vertical. Okay. So if you're using something else, because this is a card that you can duplicate with other papers and stuff. Okay, 1 1/4. No, 2 by 4. Woo! There. Okay, so this one's 2 by 4. And this one, I love this one, that Calypso Coral, and I'm a real fan. 1 1/4 by 4. So it's the same as the greens. They're going to balance each other. 1 1/4 by 4. And this one really, it kind of has a direction, but not really. It won't matter. Okay, so we have these 3 cut. Is there anything else I need to cut? Let's see. Nope. So I'm going to put this away, and these are extra pieces. So I'm just going to put them on here so I can put them away. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to need is our Petal Pink piece. Like I said, this is a landscape going like this. Okay. Pot fold, I guess it's called. All right. Okay, I've already cut this one, and it was 3 inches this way, 5 1/4 this way. And this one's going to get put on first. And I think this is what usually makes the difference in this card versus the other ones. Like the little strips I've cut, I normally see strips put straight onto the cardstock, but this is a little different. This is what you call grounding. We're going to ground those little strips with this piece of paper. Okay, so let me get my glue. I hope you're hearing me okay. Let me know where you're watching from. Okay, so this actually I think it steps this card up because like I said, when I see cards, when you're first starting, you want to put the strips straight on. Well, this will ground those strips that we just cut. And it's got a 1/8 of an inch on each side there and about 1/2 inch above and below. Trying to pull it just a little bit. Okay, there. Now it's time to put those strips on. Okay, so this was 3 and 5 1/4. I'm going to be writing these measurements down for you so you can check back. Okay. This one is the coral. Let me think. I think I'm going to put the coral this way. And I'm going to do the 2x4. This was the biggest one. So this is our main focal. It's going to go in the center. And then our Lost Lagoon is going to go here on the right. Okay, now, how do I get these in place? Well, most people, when they're putting strips on, they'll say, well, put this in the middle first. Well, you guys, my middle is sometimes off. I'll put it like this, and then I'm trying to put this one on, and like, okay, I want to leave the edge there, and then by the time I put this one on, it's like, oh gosh, they're all out of line. So I'm going to do it opposite. I'm going to take my center off, and I'm wanting to leave that little 1/4 inch on each side. 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch, let's see. Okay, I'm going to place it on with the 1/8 and see how that looks. See if I have enough room. The reason why I'm saying 1/8 is because of the bottom and the top, but we'll see. Slid it around. Come on. Okay, I'm going to leave it a 1/4 inch. Okay, so let's start with the 1/4 inch. Right there. All right, get the glue on. Hi, Mary Ellen. So glad you're here. Thank you for coming. I don't know if you just found me. I think I live in Montana and visiting family in California. Oh, that's so cool. It is summertime. Time to go see everybody. Okay, so I'm going to put this at a 1/4 inch. I think that looks like a 1/4 inch. I can always pull it just a little bit when I use the glue on this one. I'm playing with INKED Botanicals paper. I'm trying to use my paper before I buy my stamp sets and dies or punches and all that stuff. That's about a 1/4. Okay. Because sometimes I'll play with my paper and I'm like, oh, I feel so satisfied. I don't need to buy the rest. Unless I just get FOMO, because I do get FOMO when I'm watching somebody else. And I have my list, believe me. But that's what's nice about being a demonstrator is we do get that discount that helps. Okay, now this one goes in the middle. And you just try to slide it and then look at the tops and the bottoms and these in between. See how they're like a 1/16 of an inch? No, 1/8 of an inch. There, 1/8. So 1/4 on these sides 8th here. But if I would have started with the center, I promise you, because I've done another one, I can't get my outsides done. All right, so got all my measurements here. The next part, we're going to be stamping, or we can put the ribbon. Let's stamp first. Okay. I'm going to be stamping and using the BOUGH punch. I love this punch, and thank goodness. Let me see. We're using this layering leaves also, and this is Rachel Tessman's $1 Million Stamp. And how brilliant to have, a punch we already have, and then match it with some pretty leaves. So that's neat. And they're all different, and they have a fill-in too. So, and then the script is just gorgeous. So I really like this one, and it's not outrageous. I already had the BOUGH punch. So that's helpful for me. All right. Now we're going to stamp these leaves. I've stamped one here, and I'm using, well, let me just show you. I've already got them on the blocks. Okay. Here's one. They have the different insides. So here, there's a fill in there. Here, fill in. But also I found that this fill in, goes with all of them. So, and I'm using Lost Lagoon. So let me get that first. Oops. A piece of vellum got away. Now, one of the things I noticed when punching is you have to be careful where, like this little strip, where you're going to slide your punch in, because you can waste a lot of paper. So kind of look at it, put this in here and say, okay, we'll see that second one. I don't really want to punch this little bitty one. So that's why my strip, my paper scrap is cut smaller. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this one, and then we'll punch it out. After I do a couple of them, I'll quit talking about it so much, so I can get this done fast. I'm a slow stamper as it is. And I know where that comes from. I notice I also have my stamped image in the same position. I'm right-handed, so I have to hold the stamp with my right hand. And there we go. We're going to get this one. So I have one. And I'm going to try to get this other one too. Just because I already have it stamped, I might as well punch it out. When I was doing the vellum, I just punched a bunch of them. But I could do both at the same time because there's, vellum. All right, there we go. So I've got this done. And let's see what's next. I need white cardstock, this one. I have all these scraps. And I'm going to do the next stamp with the little ribs. And I'm going to do it on this paper, I think. Yep, okay. So this one's going to look a little different. One, nope, I don't want to turn it over, do I? Yes, I do. Two, okay. Okay, now what I thought would be neat is to fill in these with the fill-in, but use Pool Party. So that's what I'm going to use. Here's the little fill-in, and you just turn it to where, like right there, it's going to fit. I think I'm done with these. Let's see. But I'll move mine. Oh, I got a little speck on it. Not too bad. Okay. Oh, and I want to stamp off. Stamp off just so it'll be really light. My info in view, and then full party. There. It just shows up so nicely. See? Very pretty. I'm going to do it again. Stamp off. And there. All right. I'm going to put my inks away. I don't think I need them anymore. We're going to do Calypso Coral and Petal Pink for my little images. Okay. Okay. Let's get these punched out. Hopefully you can see me trying to place it. I place it. If you're a Stampin' person, you know you place it in there and then you squeeze it just to hold it. It doesn't flop around, and then punch. So there's this one. Put it on my little pile. And go again. Gotta hold my breath. There's some people that go so fast, and it's like, I can't do that. I'm a slow stamper, slow everything. Okay, now what? We've got 2 of those. I might want 1 more. So let me get another piece of paper. Let me do 1 more of the Lost Lagoon. That's how I should have put it away. Hurry, hurry, hurry. And you know, when I hurry, I'm going to get ink on my fingers. All righty. Okay. Lost Lagoon. Oh, I'm going to do it long ways. 1. Oh. 2. And then fill in with full party. Oh. Stamp off. I said I needed 1. Well, you can always have extras. Oh, even with my shaking hands, I got to go good. Yay, yay me. All right. Get these put away again. And now we're going to do the coral and petal pink. All right. Oh, I forgot to punch these. A little faster, maybe. Okay. Here, got a white one because I didn't cut my card down. Now this may be tricky, huh? There it is. Punch. Yay. Okay. Enough of that. And now for the little image, I'm going to use this little image, which is the little flower, and it's also the little image right there. So we're going to do that one in Calypso Coral on Calypso Coral. We just need 2. I think I need to put it upside down. It's right side up. I don't know. Let's see. Just want to make sure before I do another one. Yep, it's going to be this way, so that's correct. There, okay. Punch them out. Got to be able to see it. Get my 3 little flowers in place. And I can't find my stem. Oh, there it is. Oh, got it. I got it in there. All right. There's one. The other. I'm serious. I'm holding my breath. Okay. 2. That's all we needed from that one. And then the Petal Pink one, I just need 1. I'm going to use the other little one. It's got just a little different flower. I didn't know if that should be a fill in or not, but I'm not using it that way. If it is, Petal Pink. And it needs to be on white paper. Get my scrap of paper again. Let's see if I can cut those out. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Get my scissors and trim this down so I don't have to pull with such a big piece of paper. There. I really had to hold this one so I could see it because it's a light color on top of it. There, I got it. Here's this one. Right there. Just one more. Oops. Yeah, I actually cut a little bit of this off, but it's okay. We can hide it in our little bouquet. Okay, that's that. Oh, I need to do my sentiment. I have those. Those were die cut out. I'm going to show you what I use. Okay, so we're using layering leaves, all those. And I'm going to be using Thinking of You. This one's so pretty. Well, they're all pretty. And I'm using fancy, where to put stuff? These Something Fancy dies. And I pulled them from here, the two smaller ones. So I pulled this one. It's going to make my outline. And then this one will be my sentiment will sit on. So what I also did was, I don't know if you can see that, I used a 3D embossing folder, this one, Time Worn Type, to give this some texture since it's going to sit behind that other one. And just so you'll know, you're going to need to do the 3D emboss after you cut the thing, because if not, it just flattens it. Okay, we're going to put this here together, and it makes such a nice little border. Okay, so put these over here. Let me get these little scraps off. Okay. I want to stamp my sentiment, that thinking of you. So I'm going to put it straight here, straight as I can. And my Calypso Coral. Thank goodness I did those ahead. I'm already at 30 minutes. Okay. Where is it? Okay, here. Thinking of you is beautiful. Calypso Coral. And I'm going to turn my paper. I have it straight on that grid line. And that's all I need to know. And push it down after I can see. Beautiful. Okay. I put it flat on my tag, so I'm going to get glue. Go ahead and glue it on. And then we're pretty much going to put those little stems as our focal. I have to put a ribbon on there too. And then it's really a pretty color. I love the colors of this paper. Okay. There. Use my little grid line to kind of get it straight, as straight as I could. And there you go. So that will be ready for the card. So far we have this. We put the petal pink. We put the center, and these two are the same size, so it actually makes this pop. And we're going to put our thinking of you here, and it's going to be popped up. And after that, then we're going to stick the goodies in there. Okay, so got all these goodies, all these leaves ready to go. So, oh, ribbon. I'm using the Lost Lagoon ribbon. It's very soft and really a pretty ribbon. It doesn't have any like shine or anything that I see. No glitz. So it's nice change. Oh, and how big is this one? That might be their correct size. Let's see. What I'm going to do is place it on the inside and wrap it around and tie it up. Okay, I'm going to need my reverse tweezers to hold it. Oh my goodness, there we go. And then tie it. There. Now I can get it tighter. And I do want it to sit like that. And if after we put that tag on, the tag is going to go right next to it. See, I'm kind of falling off. So I am going to need to push that bow over. And all you do is just kind of use your thumbs and your four fingers in the back of it to move it. Okay, let's go ahead and get this on with dimensionals. I bet you that's what I didn't get out. Right here. Yep, those are the little ones, the bigger ones. Okay, put it on my tag. Or you know what? We could put it right on the ribbon, like half on the ribbon, and it will help hold it. Now, there's two ways to actually put the pretty stuff in there. You can either put tape on the back of your sentiment tag and then add your leaves and stuff that way, or you could put this on first, and that's how it's going to look, and then put your sentiment on there, I mean your leaves and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. I've done it both ways, so I think this is easier for me on camera. All right, so I want to leave just a little bit so I can see. So I'm kind of nudging it right onto. And you know what? I need to use my little grid paper. Take a look, take a peek, see straight. Pretty good. Now I'm just pressing it down, and I have my dimensionals kind of right here in this area, so I'll be able to push my little leaves and stuff. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the little leaves in, and actually some of these do have the stems are just a little long, so I like to cut them like that. That one shall go there. Here. Let's do another one under. And you know, one of the things I did earlier is where's my little bowl? I cut some vellum with this. I cut some vellum. So I'm going to put a piece of vellum in there too, one of the long leaves. And put it kind of in front just to kind of break that and kind of make it. Okay. And then we're going to add my little ones we cut. That's going to go like one here. Just kind of lean it over there. And I bet you're thinking, well, you haven't put any glue or anything on there. You're right. I think I want this one to be really tall. So I'm going to move it up. And then these little ones are going to go in here. I think 3 is good. Okay. I'm going to pull my 2. I'm going to turn them over, get the glue on them. You can use glue dots if you're good at that. It's just easier. Now you can do it on the back, or you can put a little bit on the front too, because it's just whatever will stick. Sometimes it looks prettier to stick them on the front, you know, on the back, you know what I mean? Like here. And then you stick them in there. Come on. Oh, fiddles. Fiddlesticks, huh? There. Okay, I think I'm going to pull this whole bunch and see if I can get them glued all at once. Being brave. Okay. Put my vellum in there. It's looking so pretty, just the colors of it all. Like I said, the colors of the paper are so pretty. Okay, put this one on the front. There we go. There, got it. And there's the little bouquet. Now we can put some jewels on the front, and those will be these beautiful things. It's called iridescent pastel gems. And I think I can pull my little plastic thing out here. There. I think should I use the, yeah, I think I'm going to use the coral. Any of them are nice, right? Okay. Where's my take a pick tool? Oh, I don't have it. Take a pick. That's what this is anyway. Okay, so I'm going to use these coral ones. Put one right here by the bow. Take another one. I'm going to put it up here close to these leaves. I like to put my jewels close to stuff. And then I'm going to take a little one and I can put it here, right there, put it right here. Because it makes that little triangle. 1, 2, 3. But, you know, I always like to put it close to an element instead of just placing it up here. It's going to get lost. So that's just me. And then I can do the inside really quickly, hopefully. Those back in there. And the inside is going to have my card, white card. You know what? Let me stamp on it real quick. Now you could glue these little pieces down, but I think I'm just going to use Lost Lagoon and just stamp one of these. Coming off just a little. Well, it didn't come off, did it? Let's see. Let me put this one next to it. It's a little different. And put it down here. It's okay. And I should have a strip. I think I was supposed to cut one, but we don't have to do that since I didn't. And we'll just glue this in and call it good. Normally what I like to do and what I believe my other card has is a strip from one of the designer papers at the bottom. Put this in. Oops. Okay, that's pretty. I can always put that strip down here and it'll look nice. But this is the card today. See how the jewels, they're kind of almost hidden in there, but then you move it sparkle. So that's so cool. I just love this. It's like I said, a simple card. The thing that's really holding this card together is this petal pink piece. It's grounding those 3 strips, so they're just not like 3 strips that you just stuck on there. So it gives it a nice base. And here's my stamped image. All right, that's it. So thank you for being here, Mary Ellen, and all of you others. Thank you. And I'll see you again next Tuesday, hopefully with a different, I wanted to show you my other cards. Let me grab those. Let me push all this aside. So far, I've been using all of these papers, and I wanted to show you all my cards real quick. Here we go. I got somebody still there. Okay. This is the Earthen Elegance paper, but I used my vintage bottles, and then I used the layering leaves punch. So that's that one. Here is my fishing paper I made, and it opens this way. So that's just using more of the paper. I like that. Here is my critters. I forget what this one's called. Zoo animals. Zoo something. So I did a little armadillo. I'm in Texas. Happy birthday. This one was a case from the catalog. They have a package in there that's wrapped kind of like this. So I just used it to place it. And here is the daisy. And this is, of course, so easy to do just because the paper is so easy. Here's the one from that cut up sheet. That's that one. Here's another one. Like I said, I haven't bought the dies yet, so I pulled out my little daisy punches and used it here. I used this piece to ground it. So you see that wheat color grounding it with my tag coming off. Now this one was kind of the busiest, but it's still pretty. I grounded my love you with a vellum, and then I put the big daisy there, and then love you so much. Oh, and then here comes the holographic and space one. I forget what it's called, but this is pretty. I enjoyed doing it. You are amazing. I don't remember if I did anything on the inside. No. And I also did it in the blue paper because I thought it was so fun. Now here's that really wild holographic paper. So, and then I also use this one too, it's holographic. So you can see how it's really shining. So anyway, all right. So that's what I've done so far with all the papers. So again, thank you for being here, and I'll see you next Tuesday at 1 o'clock for some more fun. And see you next time. Bye.